Raider reaction is for mature audiences only, so if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
Another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you come back. Why? Because it's time. Time to bring them.
The end of the third quarter with the score. The Raiders 31 and the Colts 24. Time we were saying it was all Indianapolis in the first half, and it was. Look at what the Oakland Raiders did in the third quarter. Complete and total domination. Third and 5 for Manning. Over the middle, complete, short of first down yardage, though, is Marvin Harrison. He picked up 4, and Hunter Smith will come on to kick it away.
Nice job by William Thomas in the open field. 4-man rush. They played zone behind it, and William Thomas with the sure tackle, not allowing any forward progress by Marvin Harrison.
David Dunn back to receive the kick. Oh, Hunter Smith gets off a boomer. Dunn from the 12. Across the 20 to the 23-yard line. 56-yard punt and an 11-yard return. And the Raiders are back on offense.
Thought coming in they were the more physical team. They didn't show it early. They're starting to assert themselves now.
Napoleon Kaufman, left side, trying to find running room. Across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Chad Bratsky, stringing it out from his defensive end position, made the stop after a gain of 4.
You know, a couple times in the first half we said this is a must series for the Raider offense. I think we can say the same thing about the Colt defense right now. They've got to do something. They've got to come up with a play to stop this momentum that the Raiders have seized here in the second half.
Ball is at the 27-yard line. Double tight ends for the Raiders, Dudley and Brigham. With Tim Brown in motion, quick pass, Gannon to Wheatley, first down and more, out of bounds across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. Jason Belzer banged him out of bounds, but not before Wheatley picked up 15 yards in the first down.
And credit the attention that Andre Rison draws when he's on the field. Everybody went in with him on the slant, and that left Wheatley all alone out on the sideline for the easy catch. Little combination, the wide receiver running the slant, the back coming out on the arrow route, and Wheatley all alone. Good read by Rich Gannon.
And now the Oakland Raiders truly mixing it up on offense. 1st and 10. Gannon, 6 straight completions. Wheatley. For a couple of yards and no more. You know, those around the country who may be wondering, you know, what are the Raiders doing leading Indianapolis? They weren't that far away a year ago. A ton of close games, 8 losses by a total of 34 points.
Yeah, I guess you could look at the other side of that too and say, well, 5 of their 8 wins were close too, so they could have gone either way. But the bottom line is they played in a lot of close football games a year ago, finishing 8-8.
2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line. Gannon pump fakes, throws near side, Brigham out of bounds, but he has enough for the 1st down. Now we talk about how competitive the Raiders are. Last year, they had the toughest schedule in the National Football League. Look at what they're dealing with this year. It's going to be a breath of fresh air by comparison.
Yeah, back-to-back 8-8 seasons for John Gruden. At least from a schedule standpoint, it sets up for them to make a strong run towards the playoffs this year if they can stay healthy and if they play the way they're playing here today.
11 1st downs for the Raiders this half. Wheatley. To the 43, Chad Cota hanging on and bringing him down. It'll be 2nd and 6. Jim Mora wondering just what happened to that football team he had going so well in the 1st half. Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator.
A lot of 2 tight ends by the Raiders, 1 wide receiver, a lot of power set, feeling like they are much more physical right now than the Colts on defense.
Play fake. Gannon with all kinds of time, throws over the middle, hits Ricky Dudley across the 30 to the 29, and that'll be another Oakland 1st down. 14 yards.
Can't give quarterbacks in the National Football League this much time. Rich Gannon able to step up in the pocket, still seeing clearly down the field. In about 4 seconds he had to throw that football to Ricky Dudley. An easy completion for the 1st down.
Gannon yet to be sacked today, and we heard that strange sound for the 1st time today. Boos coming down from the crowd. Napoleon Kaufman with blockers in front of him. 25 to about the 23-yard line.
Greg, right now the Raiders are just challenging the Colts physically. They're playing 2 tight ends, 2 backs, 1 wide receiver, and just running power football behind the fullback. They went away from the tight end, and again, Napoleon Kaufman able to get to the corner thanks to the block of fullback John Ritchie.
You saw number 74, Matt Stinchcomb, out there. He was a 1st-round draft pick in '99. Missed all of last season with injury. Played last week at Kansas City. This is only his 2nd NFL game. Wheatley and Ritchie in the backfield. Wheatley to about the 21-yard line. A pickup of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 2.
Again, 2 tight ends, tailback behind the block of the fullback John Ritchie coming right at the ump cam. I love that shot there with the inside running plays. That gives you a feel at home of just how the intensity and the collisions that take place in there between the tackles.
Raiders with 67 yards on the ground last week. More than doubled it today. 3rd and 2. Wheatley. 1st down, yardage and more, forward to the 17. The Raiders have done a masterful job of rotating Napoleon Kaufman and Tyrone Wheatley.
The last touchdown when Rich Gannon ran the bootleg off that same action. Give it to the tailback deep, short yardage, follow the block of the fullback. Done a nice job mixing what they do out of that short yardage formation.
Be a little tougher for Rich Gannon to pull off that same fake again, but we shall see. 10th play of this drive. First down. Kaufman is in the backfield. Kaufman gets the football. Bounces off a tackler. Couldn't elude the second. Chad Bratsky, number 92, pulled him down. It'll be about a 2-yard loss. We'll call it 2nd and 12.
Colts defense needing a big play. Chad Bratsky's going to come from the backside. Ellis Johnson actually there to slow up the pursuit, and then Bratsky able to chase him down. Watch Ellis Johnson. Ellis Johnson a little shaken up at the end of that play, but he was able to at least redirect Napoleon Kaufman.
Johnson played off the Wisniewski block. 4 touchdowns and a field goal for Oakland. Their 5 previous trips into the red zone. Cannon keeps it. 15 out of bounds, just inside at the 14-yard line. What was it I was saying about not being able to do that again?
Fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah.
However that goes, but they tried it again. They aren't going to score a touchdown, but they're at least going to bring up a manageable 3rd down situation. Rich Gannon gets some positive yardage before being knocked out of bounds by Nate Poole. Again, when you run that play and you have success running the tailback, you've got to respect that. It's very easy to forget about the quarterback, especially if you have a quarterback like Peyton Manning who doesn't run very much.
3rd and 7, and Gannon calls timeout. Down to 3 seconds on the play clock. He calls timeout. 7:01 to play here in the 4th. Oakland with the ball and a 1-touchdown lead.
I think they're going to go play action. They've got 2 tight ends and 2 backs in their power formation. Maybe try to put Rich Gannon out on the corner, give him a run-pass option. Remember, he's got 3 rushing touchdowns today already.
Gannon straight drop to throw. Has time, throws over the middle. John Ritchie inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Raiders.
What a nice play by Rich Gannon, Greg. He's made great decisions on when to run today. This time he makes a great decision not to run. He starts to scramble as the coverage is downfield, and then at the last minute he just flips it to his fullback, who's got a full head of steam running up the field. May not have made the 1st down had he run it. That time a great decision to hold up, throw the football.
In addition to blocking, Ritchie's specialty, catching the ball out of the backfield. It's his 1st catch of the day. 1st and goal from the 2. Wheatley, not going to get there. Larry Chester, number 64, in on the tackle for the Colts. John Gruden trying to figure out what's going to work next.
Boy, they have just really taken it to this front 7 of the Colts here in the 2nd half. 2 tight ends, a big, powerful fullback, Tyrone Wheatley and Napoleon Kaufman, and just challenging the Colts running the football.
You see the length of this drive, now over 8.5 minutes for the Raiders.
Good setup for a play-action pass here.
Wheatley, dive, touchdown! What an impressive comeback by the Oakland Raiders.
Power football, leverage on the goal line. John Ritchie clearing the way, and Tyrone Wheatley, nobody able to get to his legs as he goes over the top.
John Gruden's way of saying hallelujah. Janikowski for the extra point. 5:39 to play here in the 4th quarter. Jim Mora's got to find a way to rally his troops. They're down 38-24. 5 rushing touchdowns for the Raiders today. Janikowski kicks to Peyton Williams, who will not run it from 2 yards deep in the end zone. The Indianapolis Colts led 21-0, 3 minutes to play in the 1st half. Look at the lead blocked by John Ritchie to clear the way for Tyrone Wheatley. 38-24. Peyton Manning just 2 of 5 here in the 2nd half after a terrific 1st half. Starts from his own 20. Each team 2 timeouts remaining.
Raiders are moving Lance Johnstone around, playing him almost like a stand-up linebacker.
James out of the backfield. can't get past Johnstone, who drags him down, may have gained 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8, and they'll go without a huddle. Take it! Manning throws, got Gilder. Across the 35 to the 38-yard line. That's a first down for the Colts. Johnny Harris there for the tackle.
Right now, what Chuck Bresnahan is saying on his defense is saying, hey, let's still stay aggressive. We've taken over the physical part of the game, but let's not give up the big, easy one. Make them throw underneath. Make them earn everything they get.
Manning, quick slip, incomplete, and Johnny Harris again, this time all over Marvin Harrison. Johnny Harris came on early in this half in place of Marquez Pope and has played an outstanding football game.
Peyton just trying to dump it to his reliable Marvin Harrison, and Johnny Harris right there. And right here you see a little bit of the difference between Peyton Manning and Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon in that situation maybe would decide to tuck it and run, try to get 5 or 6 yards. Peyton Manning more comfortable trying to get the ball to Marvin Harrison.
2nd and 10. Pulls this one down and runs. Midfield, slides, first down.
So much for that theory. Good decision that time to get up the middle of the field.
11-yard pickup by Manning. Clock continues to move. 4:20 to play in regulation. Manning, quick one over the middle. Harrison can't hold on, incomplete.
See, the good thing for John Gruden and Chuck Bresnahan right now is that other than being a pass receiver, Edgerrin James he's a non-factor in the Colts offense right now because they've got to go hurry up. They've got to go out of the shotgun. They're not going to use their same arsenal of running and mixing the run and pass because they're down 2 touchdowns. Still obviously have to be aware of him coming out of the backfield as a receiver, but a different type of threat.
On 2nd and 10. Pump fake, throws, complete. Marvin Harrison will go for the touchdown. What a bullet thrown by Peyton Manning. Vanderjagt for the extra point. The Colts are within a touchdown. It took the Colts 1:32 to go 80 yards for the touchdown. 38-31. Raiders, 4:07 to play. Let's check in with Jim Kaufman at the 5-yard line for the Raiders. Still at 4:07 to play. It's a 1-touchdown game. Football bouncing down and into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the Raiders will start from their own 20-yard line. I want to remind you, next Sunday, the NFL on CBS features divisional matchups.
And back in the ball game. They're down by a touchdown. The Colts defense now must step up and get a good series here against the Raiders.
Oakland has scored on 6 consecutive drives. Wheatley. Hardly any gain at all. Maybe a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9. Now is when you value the big back and the ability to pound the football and use up the clock.
And a big offensive line, which they have. And again, they're a bigger, more physical front than the Colts are up front defensively. That time a good play, though, on first down to bring up 2nd and 10, 2nd and long yardage. That works in the favor of the Colts right now.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. We're at 3:20 to play in regulation. Gannon to throw. Over the middle. Tim Brown incomplete at the 25-yard line. The pass was low, but how often do you see Tim Brown not be able to hold on?
Pretty reliable. Good pass rush that time by the Colts. Forced Gannon to move up in the pocket and throw that thing off balance. And now 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders.
Play clock down to 7, 6, and 5. Gannon under center, calling signal to 1. The handoff to Wheatley up the middle, and Wheatley to the 25-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and they'll have to kick it away. And now the Colts call timeout to stop the clock at just under 3 minutes to play. Colts use their second timeout. They have 1 remaining. Now let's talk a little bit about this rookie, Shane Leckler. The Raiders love his hang time.
Yeah.
They say he can boom them. We were watching him in practice, and we were amazed, Todd, at how high he's getting the ball.
He's a very mature kid. I talked to Bob Casulo, the new special teams coach, who was at Michigan State last year, his first year with the Raiders, and talking about the difference between Janikowski and Leckler. He says Leckler is, you know, just a much more level-headed guy at this point in his career, very coachable guy, and they've been very pleased with him. Last week he had 10 punts against San Diego, put 5 of those 10 inside the 20-yard line. So he did a great job in the opener, and he needs to get a hold of one here.
Leckler, 2 kicks today, 59 and 55 yards in college at Texas A&M. Set an NCAA record with a career average of 44.7.
And kicking in a dome, I mean, this is a kicker and punter's dream, kicking in here. Perfect weather conditions. Great opportunity to boom it.
The rookie, Peyton Williams, at the 25-yard line. He didn't get off a good one. It wobbles. Williams from the 30. Looking for running room. Tries to turn it up. Brought down at the 35-yard line. Zach Crockett with the tackle. And Peyton Manning trots onto the field with 2:49 to play and 1 timeout.
1 timeout, but in essence he has 2 because the clock will stop with the 2-minute warning, so he'll be able to use that as a timeout.
Of his 7 career comebacks in the fourth quarter, 6 of them happened last season.
And that's one of the things everybody, when you talk about John Elway and Dan Marino, that's one of the first things they bring up, the fourth quarter comeback. Peyton Manning trying to etch his name as one of the great ones too.
Steps up, throws over the middle. Harrison to the 46-yard line of the Oakland Raiders on a first down, an 18-yard pickup. Clock continues to move. We're at 2.5 minutes.
Nice protection up front, Greg. That was, again, a long developing play. The wide receiver coming all the way across the field.
Manning, tip in the air, incomplete. Number 21, Eric Allen, eyes had to be huge as he watched the ball float toward him.
Take a look at this play, trying to get it on the quick slant. Johnstone gets his hand on the football. Eric Allen going for an interception. Reagan Upshaw coming from the other side, thought he might get an interception.
No telling where Jim Mora's heart was at that moment. 2nd and 10.
Usually when that ball gets popped up in the air, something bad happens.
Manning throws over the middle. That's complete to Payton. Payton to the 32-yard line. That'll be a first down. 13-yard pickup, and Manning appears he'll be content to take the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in Indianapolis. The Colts need a touchdown to tie.
And tie the game. 2 big throws by Peyton Manning. First to Marvin Harrison on a crossing route, and then the last play to Jerome Payton, another crossing route. Perfect throw right around the coverage of Eric Allen. 2 great throws on crossing routes by Peyton Manning.
2 minutes to play. On first down, Manning fires, complete inside the 20-yard line to E.G. Green, number 84. 13 yards and a first down. Clock continues to move. 1:40. 1 timeout available to Manning, and a whistle blows.
reviewing the ruling on the field.
Under 2 minutes.
Reviewing the ruling on the field.
Caught a touchdown pass to cut the lead to 38-31. And now Peyton Manning and the Colts with a first down at the 19-yard line. First down from the 19-yard line for Manning, and penalty markers fly. Those of you who watched Cleveland defeat Cincinnati, welcome. Greg Gumbel, Todd Blackledge, Armin Kutsayan here in the RCA Dome in Indianapolis.
Ball start prior to the snap on the quarterback. 5 yards, first down.
We talked about how well Peyton Manning uses the snap count. That time he fooled himself. He pulled out before the ball was to be snapped. The center held the football, and the 5-yard penalty on Peyton Manning. But he has done a marvelous job with his snap count throughout the football game.
That is the 4th false start call against the Colts today. 1:33 on the clock. Manning with time, running out of time, loose ball. Penalty marker is down. Manning came up with the football, but now let's check the flag. It's holding against Indianapolis. Grady Jackson and Darrell Russell applying the pressure.
Credit to coverage downfield by the Raiders secondary. Peyton Manning nowhere to go with the football, had time. And good penetration, good push from Darrell Russell.
Number 73, offense. 10 yards, repeat first down.
That's right tackle Adam Meadows. So it'll be first down from the 34. Chuck Bresnahan, defensive coordinator for the Oakland Raiders. 1:28 to play. First and 25 for the Colts.
Don't forget about Edgerrin James here now. He's been pretty quiet.
Manning with time over the middle. Dilger dropped it. Dilger had it and dropped it. Clock stops with 1:23 to play. John Gruden has seen a terrific turnaround by his Raiders, and now they're trying to put the stop on the Colt offense in the final minute and a half here. Play clock is at 5. Manning should get this off, and he does. Steps up, throws, and overthrows everybody. Almost intercepted by Johnny Harris. And we welcome those of you who watched the Tennessee Titans come back to defeat Kansas City 17-14. Greg Gumbel along with Todd Blackledge and Armin Kutsayan here in the RCA Dome. The pass by Manning kind of hung up there. And Johnny Harris almost came down with it.
Johnny Harris has had a nice ball game. Could have put a real cap on his performance today if he hangs on to that. But credit the pressure up front. It forced Manning to move in the pocket, and he wasn't able to really step into that throw.
A huge 3rd and 25 for the Colts. Manning going deep down the sideline toward the corner, incomplete. Eric Allen was there covering E.G. Green. And the Colts are facing 4th and 25.
And Darrell Russell in around the face of Peyton Manning, forcing the errant throw again. Again, we had the long stop of the clock for the review, and the defensive line of the Raiders able to get some rest and get their legs back. In the last couple plays, have been able to put more pressure on Peyton Manning and force a couple bad throws.
And now Russell goes to the sideline as the Raiders will go with a 3-man rush. Since that challenge, the Colts with 3 incomplete passes and 2 penalties. 4th and 25. Here's the ball game. Manning still looking, throws for the end zone. It is intercepted in the end zone by the Raiders. Picked off by number 20, Corey James. His 2nd interception of the day, and that should put the cap on a terrific comeback by the Oakland Raiders.
The penalties really backed him up, Greg, to where they had to go for a big play. He was going to the end zone. He had Edgerrin James right out there. Might have been able to dump it underneath and let him run. He went for the end zone, and the Raiders there playing a prevent defense to stop the fourth down play.
For those of you who joined us late, this game was all Indianapolis in the first half. They led 21-0 with 3 minutes to play in the first half. And the Raiders came roaring back in the second half. That man, Rich Gannon, rushed for 3 touchdowns to lead the way. And the Colts will use their final timeout. Here's how this game went today. Marcus Pollard, a 13-yard touchdown reception. Edgerrin James ran in from 6 yards out. And James, with a 10-yard reception, made it 21-0. Gannon, a 3-yard run, 21-7. Vanderjagt, a field goal to make it 24-7. Then, in the third quarter, Gannon from 7 yards out, 24-14. Janikowski, a 24-yard field goal, made it a 24-17 game. And then Gannon from 6 yards out, tied it at 24. Wheatley on 6 yards. And then Wheatley again from 1. Harrison, a 50-yard catch. We're at 38-31. And the clock continues to run. The Colts can't stop it. It's going to be one happy flight back to Oakland, isn't it?
You're not kidding. And John Gruden has to feel really good about his football team and what they showed. Jim Morris said he learned a lot about his team playing on the road in Kansas City, how they fought back. John Gruden's got to learn a lot about his team today, how they played on the road and fought back way down in this ball game and completely turned the game around in the second half.
John Gruden wants him to get off this play before the play clock expires. Gannon will use every last second before he takes a knee, and that's the ball game. The Raiders look completely down and out. Completely down and out in the first half, and have come back to win this game. Jim Nantz and company will be in New York with a recap of everything that's happened all day long around the National Football League. As for here, the Oakland Raiders with a terrific comeback victory to go 2-0 for the season, 38-31. There are still 10 seconds showing on the clock. And you know what? I don't think they're going to clear the field for it. Well, Bob McElwee has come back. And now the time is going to run down to make it official. Boy, Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts off to such a terrific start today. And the Colts just couldn't sustain. 38-31, the Raiders winners over the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts fall to 1-1. The Raiders are 2-0. Jim Nantz and company on the other side of a timeout. For everyone here in Indianapolis, I'm Greg Gumbel. Thanks for joining us.